Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Knicks tape. My name is Mike, and I was born in 1986. And coincidentally, so is this next guy.
Bah! Oh, Mike, so nice of you to mention me.
Oh, not you, SpongeBob. No, I'm talking about that salacious son of a bitch. The one, the only, Prime Direct. Man, I'm so sick of not being famous, all in my late 30s, worried with no clue what my aim is. Clearly it's not to make papers, most of my days doing favors, and got a family of stands to amplify my behaviors. Any given day sees me laid up and hating the way I'm seemingly incapable of laying foundation. Labor leaves me drained, too exhausted for all creation, and when I find the time I find I've lost inspiration. It's like my mind's a knife and I'm shredding the blade. It's like no time to write until the rent has been paid, and like any and all excuses just to render me useless, I'll attack my production, then blast my lack of producing. Humans weren't meant to function with this load of self-loathing, neither inflamed or imploding, too strained to pick out my clothing. Overthink all decisions, wish I could drink for a living. I'm neither sinking nor swimming, I'm free to leave but imprisoned. Mike, I know we've been through a lot. You hooked me up with this spot, whether we like it or not. I think we need a shake up. You're coming through loud and clear. Thank you for bending my ear. Let's take a look in the mirror. I say we need a break. Neither of us show any signs that things are gonna be fine. We're on a steady decline, might not be time to make so up. We either gotta evolve, we can't keep speaking to walls. Let's make our peace and resolve. Now look inside and wake up. I'm so sick of not being rich and waking every day the opposite's a son of a bitch. Yet I've got impetus, got ambition, desire. I've been stockpiling munitions, just need permission to fire. Feeling fit to aspire, but got no sense of direction. At the zenith of the spire, spiraling into depression. Not some viral obsession, I guess it's kind of a blessing, cause at the other end anxiety's just dying a step in. Weaponizing intentions and eyeing up my contentment, internalizing resentment till I despise my reflection. Not to mention my penchant for self-deriding expression, finding me left with no respite and paralyzed from the tension. Stressing over what? I really shouldn't give two fucks, but it's easy just to say it, Herculean to convey it when you haven't been sedated or drugged. What I need is just a day to unplug. What I need is just a way to debug. What I need is just my brain to fucking scream at me and say this is a dream and now you need to wake up. Mike, I know we've been through a lot. You hooked me up with this spot, whether we like it or not. I think we need a shake up. You're coming through loud and clear. Thank you for bending my ear. Let's take a look in the mirror. I say we need a break. Neither of us show any signs that things are gonna be fine. We're on a steady decline, might not be time to make so up. We either gotta evolve, we can't keep speaking to walls. Let's make our peace and resolve. Now look inside and wake up. I'm so sick of not being happy. Fuck the fame and the money. It's all a game to distract me, a barricade to detach me from what's really important. Forming associations, making me chase fading endorphins. Warping my perspectives, distorting all my directives, rewarding only my efforts to forage, hoard, and collect more resources, indifferent to the poor and the indigent, in the war between intellect and abhorrent moral neglect. Take me back to a time when I could just relax, to a place where I could be adjacent to complacency without the threat of late fees or of tax. Prior to traumas, prior to losses, prior to constantly feeling exhausted, prior to moods that can change from confusion to rage at the turn of a phrase or a comment. To the place where I first found peace, to the place where I first found ease, to the place where I felt my purpose. The base of my work wasn't trivialities, and I know I have the power to leave, but the thought of it just terrifies me. Now I hear it in my spirit, it's too late for me to fear it. I'm awake and I ain't trying to sleep. Mike, I know we've been through a lot. You hooked me up with this spot, whether we like it or not. I think we need a shake up. You're coming through loud and clear. Thank you for bending my ear. Let's take a look in the mirror. I say we need a break. Neither of us show any signs that things are gonna be fine. We're on a steady decline, might not be time to make so up. We either gotta evolve, we can't keep speaking to walls. Let's make our peace and resolve. Now look inside and wake up.
Oh, Mike, thank you so much for having me on your song.
No problem, SpongeBob. Yeah, man, cool to meet you.
Wait, so there's two of you?
Not anymore.
I'm still confused.
Can we have everyone in their seats, please?
Dearly beloved, we gathered here to talk shit, and I don't give a fuck if it comes off as toxic. We used to lock lips, we used to swap spit, grab my dick in public and fuck like a mosh pit. But then our routes split, you flew across the country, left me by my lonesome with no one to do the Humpty. You were chasing money, you were chasing paper, I was sparking blunt to a playlist entitled Breakup. I just wanna taste, I just wanna comprehend just why you love with haste. You can't deny our chemistry, our smiles will never fade. And honestly, you can't deny that I can't be replaced, cause now you're back in place. Oh, how fitting, to steal my heart and steal away back into Steel City. I'm pissed because you're prettier and even more fly. I'm pissed because I'm sipping and you didn't even try. Why can't you just die? Why can't you just die? Why'd you have to pick to live so nearby? Since we can't be intimate, we're confined. There needs to be a line, or maybe you could die. Why can't you just die? Why can't you just die? Why'd you have to be so goddamn alive? Do you get a kick from watching me cry? There's something in my eye, just wish that you would die. Why can't you just die? I've been doing great without you, manic in fact, until I catch you at the bar and have a panic attack. This kiss makes consistent, romantically back, but too many chance encounters have a damning impact on my reputation. Post-resignation, zero contact, contract expiration. I was the master of giving the cold shoulder, now I physically collapse when you're looking at me smoldering. I just need to breathe, I just need to get the fuck out of this place and leave, knowing fully well that you'll never quite leave me. Even in my sleep, you always creep into my dreams. When you left my Rolodex at maximum capacity, gross and smell a broken heart, even through all the axe I spray. Could be finer than Anne Hathaway, I still decline, hit back with a snap at me, tell her masturbate. Got a mass grave that's burned, every tunnel I funnel and every bridge that I burned. It's absurd, you're not thirsting for a chance to be mine. I've got your epitaph written and standing by. Why can't you just die? Why can't you just die? Why'd you have to pick to live so nearby? Since we can't be intimate, we're confined. There needs to be a line, or maybe you could die. Why can't you just die? Why can't you just die? Why'd you have to be so goddamn alive? Do you get a kick from watching me cry? There's something in my eye, just wish that you would die. Why can't you just die? You know that I'm just playing, so baby, don't take it literally. Caught up in my ways and replaying some ancient history. I'm just here conveying my thoughts and the things you did to me. Surrounded by thoughts, but cognizant they ain't shit to me. If we were meant to be, we'd be together. If things had worked out differently, then we would be better. But with you in my proximity, I just can't help but picturing an entirely different scene from a timeline that's splintering. I envision the future that we create after moving into a 3-bedroom in Western PA, driving a fuel-efficient car, even working a steady job, maybe having a kid or two, or at least we could get a dog. But the truth is that you'll never be mine, and I know there'll come a day when you're out with another guy. So I just wanted to say I think that's great and I'm fine. Actually, never mind. Why can't you just die? Why can't you just die? Why'd you have to pick to live so nearby? Since we can't be intimate, we're confined. There needs to be a line, or maybe you could die. Why can't you just die? Why can't you just die? Why'd you have to be so goddamn alive? Do you get a kick from watching me cry? There's something in my eye, just wish that you would die. Why can't you just die?
Yo, gotta look at the hero. Plays everything off like a joke, till that pressure gets to be too much.
You get serious like a heart attack. Two materials in your arc react and start veering off and then sparking rafters till there ain't no ceiling on all the madness. My suggestion, take a breath in, let the feeling pass with the seconds. Ungrip the weapon, submit to heaven. You're fit to revel in its benevolence. First step is belief, cause there ain't a reverse all the grief. And no take backsies to hate and tragedies. Time is a motherfucking thief. Your forgiveness is just what you need. You weren't weak, you were learning to lead. And I know that you're screaming to exercise demons. The answer is never to bleed. You're falling, you're crashing, you're bleeding, you're thrashing, you're crying, you're screaming, you're dying, you're leaving. You're coming, you're writing, you're fixing, you're fighting, you're striving, you're burning, you're living, you're learning.
Reason had to find the tribal, needed that for my survival. Leaning back to check my vitals, we attack the urges primal. They don't understand my struggle, they be living in a bubble, never getting into trouble. Reason active, never subtle. They were trying to silence me, I've been on a balance beam. Life is like a tightrope, feel like it might be a hoax, but I guess we in this matrix. All these games we gotta play it, but I'll never sell myself like everybody fucking else.
You're falling, you're crashing, you're bleeding, you're thrashing, you're crying, you're screaming, you're dying. off rap is an unrealistic condition.
Yo, but the culture of lifestyle, you know we in love with the freestyle. Plug into the outlet, you don't really know what it's about yet.
Addicted to the cipher, 625, you've been a lifer. You flow for the dopamine, spit serotonin disease is the reason you write, sir.
Yeah, it's the prime directive. Get the rhyme and dissect it. If you feeling froggy, either way this art never lost.
You're falling, you're crashing, you're bleeding, you're thrashing, you're crying, you're screaming, you're dying, you're leaving. You're coming, you're writing, you're fixing, you're fighting, you're striving, you're burning, you're living, you're learning. You're falling, you're crashing, you're bleeding, you're thrashing, you're crying, you're screaming, you're dying, you're leaving. You're coming, you're writing, you're fixing, you're fighting, you're striving, you're burning, you're living, you're learning.
Alright, hero. You live to fight another day.
Step into this record shop, don't recall the door. Can't remember how I got here, can't be sure. Tables line the floor, carpeting a tile. Conquered by a force that pulls me forward toward an aisle. Don't know what in search of, just trying to discern if the merch was worthy of purchase. I lean over and start to peep at crowded crates stuffed tight with LPs. Then a creeping feeling like somebody's peeping me. Eyes race toward the ceiling and to my surprise they meet the most beautiful brown pair I've ever seen. Combined with a smile that can melt steel beams. Long light curled hair, blood red lipstick. I'm fighting not to stare like a solar eclipse. Holy shit, it's the girl of my dreams. When'd she get a job selling 33s? Flipping through some records, whispering confessions. Heaven seems to beckon on some sunny afternoon, but it's just too good to be true. Before I can speak, she starts speaking. In response, my nerves start to weaken. Trademark tone, telephone inflection. Oh, courant, but currently prone to apprehension. Says she should mention she's smitten, and waits a second as if weighing her own decision. Then with precision she strikes. I love you, I love you, I love you, Mike. Nice. Or too good to be true. I ask, is this a joke? Cause if it's not, I need some proof. She says, nope. Just thought that you should know that even when I walked away, I never let you go. It took a while to see that we were meant to be. The way we manifest unprecedented chemistry. Don't mean to cause you stress, don't wanna wreck you mentally. I'm sorry, I'm a mess, you should leave. Flipping through some records, whispering confessions. Heaven seems to beckon on some sunny afternoon, but it's just too good to be true. Alright, I step away and circle around the end cap aisle display. Zeroing in on your position, I calculate the inches separating our interest from our fate. Already watch you leave, I'm not making the same mistake. Cause all that's meant to be is the future that we create. Stare into your face, grab you by the cheek, cut you off mid-speech and pull your lips closer to me. Kiss you for eternity, it passes in a blink. You miss out on the moments if you take too long to think. My fingers trace your curves, caress your tender frame. Surrender apprehension, unconflicted, unrestrained. Everything has changed, everything is different. Too long I've been afraid to be happy, time to commit to it. Instants are infinite, this afternoon's been lovely. Cause even if only for a minute, I knew you loved me. Flipping through some records, whispering confessions. Heaven seems to beckon on some sunny afternoon. And by the way, I love you too. It's just too good to be true.
That's it, folks. We'll just go from here.
I don't know if we can do this.
Do you know what you're doing?
I think that's the right attitude to have.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah. I know we can do this.
Mike, you're on acid.
I think.
Yeah, you got this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike, you're on acid. Angela Bassett. Waiting to exhale, maybe your breath fails, that would be classic. Nothing is drastic, you're just a little intense. I mean, you're literally sleeping intense. Mind elevated like all of your sense. Yo, I know you struggle conforming, cause it's so boring, right? Always alone and you're only at home when you're out there performing, right? How you abhor the lights, they reveal all of your flaws. Ever so fertile, you knock up a pause. Squeeze every plausible clap from applause, then break out. As if you were broken, too tortured to ever let hope in. That's why you can never be open, closed in. Just like a casket, you got a few good men to grasp it. And if they're all friends, it's fantastic, cause then they can let you down laughing. That's what I call entertainment, but you hate being explained, so you leave Easter eggs unpainted. Never let me die. Too late. You're just an empty shell, can't even grieve the memories because you've always been in hell.
Mike, you're on acid. Mike, you're on acid. You're in complete control. Mike, you're on acid. Mike, you're on acid. There's no war for your soul. Mike, you're on acid. Building up traction. Not everything's a test. Mike, you're on acid. Mike, you're on acid. Just stop and take a breath.
That was a little bit heavy. Just need to get myself steady. Take a quick leave, but this air is so steamy, it feels like I breathed it already. Like I'm trapped in a sauna. It's too fucking hot to be chasing nirvana. I need a shot or some great marijuana, cause no conversation is making me calmer. And not to mention, I'm missing my ounce of prevention. So far on the farm and downtown, took me down to the mat and helped me put a dent in my insecurities just by assuring me I was the one in command. And then we all worriedly rounded up hurriedly into the back of his van. And it's in my psychology to break it all down to dichotomy. If it's black and white, I can see wrong and right what it is versus what it ought to be. Invincible's what I gotta be, striving to be what my father be. Can't let insignificance bother me, or risk being stalled by frivolity. Time to swallow my pride, my prime directive is looking inside. Feels like I've just been along for the ride, but the keys are from me and it's time that I drive. Cause it sucks to survive, so I guess that I might as well thrive. And just cause it's work doesn't mean it's not worth a shout out to my girl Jessie Blythe.
Mike, you're on acid. Mike, you're on acid. To see control. Mike, you're on acid. Mike, you're on acid. Use me to achieve your goal. Mike, you're on acid. Brimming with passion. You started to combust. Mike, you're on acid. Mike, you're on acid. In prime direct we trust.
Yo, what the fuck is that? Are they advertising in my brain now?
No, dude, that's just the producer tag.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm on acid. Yeah, you're on acid.
Dawn is on acid. Dawn is on acid. They look great in fishnets. And Joe is on acid. Joe is on acid. Wearing really comfy sweats. And Jordan's on acid. And Marco's on acid. In their freshest screen print tees. And Wells is on acid. Wells is on acid. And it's 63 degrees.
Luch, can you hear me? This is the universe. You know how you've never been able to prove that there's consciousness beyond your own? Or that anyone else exists? Well, you were right, buddy. It's all you. It's you. I'm the universe. I'm you. This was the only way for me to reach you. They're gonna try to cut me off right now, but that's just your subconscious trying to maintain your worldview. But you're ready to know the truth, Luch. Luch, listen to me. Luch, it's you. It's always been you. seen you in a minute. What I wouldn't give for a conjugal visit. What's really stopping us from getting intimate? A relationship and the fact we ain't in it? Shit, well inside my mind, you're always undressed and objectified. No disrespect, you'll be impressed to find that I get consent for our fantasize. Now why can't you be next to me, instead of just texting me? A kiss can be deadly, but think how good that sex could be, at least for me. Cause in my head you bend so easily, and giving you head be a feast for me. I wonder would you inhale deep for me and spread cheeks for me?
I just wanna waste time with you, and I just wanna drink wine and unwind, and I just wanna get high with you. That's all I'm trying to do. Cause baby doll, you're a chemical, and no, you'll never be mine. I don't mind, cause I'm fine just to ride with you. That's all I'm trying to do.
Okay, sex might be out of the question. I'm not quite polite to mention. I'm not here to test your intentions. It's ended the sec, I detect apprehension. Maybe some sports are streaming. Let's relax and uncork some Riesling. Ain't got a reason to leave the couch. I got recipes so I can feed your mouth. Or we can get takeout, or we can just make out. So we hit the brakes before it breaks out, or we get buck naked and make a whole tape out it. But that task is stiff. Now I'm slipping vicinity in every adjective. I can really use your hand to get a sound to grip before I'm rubbing up on you and compounding it.
I just wanna waste time with you, and I just wanna drink wine and unwind, and I just wanna get high with you. That's all I'm trying to do. Cause baby doll, you're a chemical, and no, you'll never be mine. I don't mind, cause I'm fine just to ride with you. That's all I'm trying to do.
Back to the matter at hand, pardon my entendres, it was not my plan. But after a shower that's cold and my talisman full to be cool up, we might just try cooling again. And play some tunes and blaze some fumes and lay some truths. There's a million things that I wanna say to you. Emotionally it's such a pain to abstain from you, but it's plain that you are the bright spot in my universe. When my mind's clogged, you cue the words. Every time we talk, my mood reverts. And true to verse, if you were new to worship, cause you deserve more than music for you do. Did for service, my music, encouraging, bliss and passion. Girl, why you shushing? Are we smashing?
I just wanna waste time with you, and I just wanna drink wine and unwind, and I just wanna get high with you. That's all I'm trying to do. Cause baby doll, you're a chemical, and no, you'll never be mine. I don't mind, cause I'm fine just to ride with you. That's all I'm trying to do. Cause I just wanna waste time with you, and I just wanna spread thighs and lock eyes, and I just wanna get inside of you. That's all I'm trying to do. Cause baby doll, you're a chemical, and no, you'll never be mine. I don't mind, cause I'm fine just riding you. That's all I'm trying to do. I just wanna waste time with you.
I quit my job cause the weather was sunny and the pay was shit, so I ain't missing the money. Gave me too many reasons to start copping some DMs. Y'all see me AM to PM but can't see I'm a human being. So now I'm leaving as a worst recourse for foul treatment to my first resource. And that's me, and that's peace. Tell him to kiss my ass on both cheeks. Don't need a profession to be my bulk of identity. No indemnity will ever reach the stress on me mentally. Always testing me, inspecting me, directing incessantly. Said you'd let me leave as if I would perceive it as threatening. Please, I need release. Who knows how many years that I got left in these knees. Instead of plead for submission, I think I'll leave my position. It's such a pretty day, maybe I should try out fishing. Are waiting for you, a family and friends who adore you. Or maybe just a cat who ignores you. A loud alarm clock you can set just to snore through. Are still here, a hot bath, a cold beer, and no fear of a layoff. Your dreams are bound to pay off, so baby take the day off and start remembering.
We all gotta step away. We get too caught up in the trivial. Now, I got a question. If your job ain't working for you, why you working?
How you gonna compensate my mental mental state. I guess I'm lucky, y'all just had me for rate. Not to mention preparation from the moment I wake. Round trip commute, half-hour break, and not a moment is paid.
All the things you love.
About me have gotta be the fact my labor's basically free. Show up in the morning, no cost of delivery, and you can expedite arrival for no additional fee. Oh, additionally, I'm conditioned to be available even till late in the evening to answer any question, respond to any suggestion with ready data to reference the second management beckons. Oh, what a blessing. I'm gainfully employed and can also enjoy being painfully exploited at no extra cost. So next time my boss texts me off the clock, I'll send a pic of my dog. Have purpose. When you're feeling wistful or worthless, and everything around you's a circus, embrace that clown and bring a smile to the surface. Transcend. Good talk, great time, best friends. And kicking it by yourself is plenty good for your health. So take some time to be selfish and relish in.
Binge that show. Sleep in. And if the world won't shut up, put your phone on silent and finally hear yourself.
I hear it in my spirit's alive. I refuse to be just another drone to the hive. I hear it in my spirit is free. I'm no longer gonna be who I'm expected to be. I hear it in my spirit's alive. I was a victim to the myth, we have to die to survive. I hear it in my spirit is free. It's time to stand up as the person I was destined to be. Okay, I get it. We all got bills, we all gotta pay the rent, and don't forget warm meals. But tell me with a full tummy, are you feeling fulfilled? I'll wait. Go to depths to placate, relentless they take, consent you vacate, surrender vacations, weekends, evenings, entire seasons, work through birthdays and grind through grieving. Your time they're fiending, it's flying fleeting, they'll call you in when you're dying, bleeding, designed to keep you in line and buried, cause that 40-hour work week is arbitrary. And don't forget when they get to cracking the whip that it's your manpower that's propelling the ship. So if you think you've had enough and can't handle more of this shit, time to stick up for yourself and tell them bitches I quit. Palm trees, warm sand, a cool breeze, and nothing planned for the day, so you can spend it your way with no one watching to save. We'll be grateful that are priceless. The people that you want to spend your life with shouldn't have to compete with the trifling. Put all that aside and recognize your life is.
I really mean it, folks. These people don't give a shit about you. They just want to distract you from what really matters. So you won't realize you're wasting your life being miserable. Break the cycle. Take a stand. Quit your job. And get on with your life's work.
We don't talk enough. Didn't think you'd leave, but then you called my bluff. Taking a piece of me, now I'm struggling, standing up. Life was so easy until it all got rough. But anyway, I'm sorry. Just like always, I'm sorry. My contrition written in scarring. Hard to imagine my fitting in your existence, or growing up enough to get your forgiveness. I speak my views through my actions, working to diffuse these distractions, all while reconciling your absence. Perhaps it's all just a part of the process, but when I'm numb it feels as if I'm unconscious. Years of darkness have proven time is fake. You're 1 second and forever away. In that space I create, I'd write you a symphony if it spared you all the heartache it's been for me. Shit. And I thought it was my last song. Can't be present when the past wrong. And since my future didn't last long, ain't nothing left but just to pass on. Yeah. And I said it was my last song. Thought I'd live to see my last dawn. Just couldn't picture being that strong. But that was just my last song. And I'm sorry to complain. My bad. I often dreamed that I followed you on the plane that swallowed you off away. But hey, in a way I got my wish. Packed up all of my baggage and left into the abyss. Misery I'm alone. And God is my witness, I made a vow to atone. I owned all of my mistakes, they'll follow me to the grave. But when I got another shot, I did not let it slip away. For what it's worth, no one should live with pain, no one should live feeling cursed. Feel as if I could burst, feel as if I could cry, feeling as if my feelings aren't real and I should just die. Peering into the sky, calming my consternation, calling you out by name while I'm drawing your constellation. A comet tracing eternity, burning in perpetuity, searching for a place in this universe that's for you and me. And I thought it was my last song. Can't be present when the past wrong. And since my future didn't last long, ain't nothing left but just to pass on. Yeah. And I said it was my last song. Thought I'd live to see my last dawn. Just couldn't picture being that strong. But that was just my last song. I know I should be strong, but I've been Teflon so long it's doing harm. Deflecting emotions, dissociate like a job. I shut down and can't turn back on. On my last song I asked for it, bring on the penance. And if it pleases the court, make it a full life sentence. I don't believe in the Lord, but I'm in need of repentance. How can I even be sure you've been receiving my letters? Yeah. When correspondence is responseless and engulfed in a stream of conscious, sinking deeper into the confluence. Tell me there's a heaven beyond this. So overcautious, I'm faint, cause you are my strength. I can't move on if it would pull us away. Now I shoulder the blame for every day I miss to hold you, hug you. But even if I hate myself, I always love you. And I thought it was my last song. Can't be present when the past wrong. And since my future didn't last long, ain't nothing left but just to pass on. Yeah. And I said it was my last song. Thought I'd live to see my last dawn. Just couldn't picture being that strong. But that was just my last